Good morning. Great to be with you. Yes, you are with George at Growth Point, growing as you're going through life. And it's great to be with you, to share with you, and to, again, just help you grow in the things of God. And remember this, that God has called us with the good news to share with others the good news that He has and that He has provided and that He has given to us, a work finished upon the cross of Calvary. Today, the open door to God's mountain. Now, it's wonderful to note that the mountain is the presence of God. Wherever God met with Moses and with the people, they always met on a mountaintop. And Moses was here on the mountaintop meeting with God. He was about to meet with God. He was about to enter into the presence of God for and on behalf of the people of Israel, who God had just delivered through him, brought them out of slavery. Now God's saying, I want to sit you down. I want to enter into a marriage contract with you. I want to make you my people. I want to show you how to live a life outside of slavery. Now, in slavery, you didn't belong to yourself. Now, I want you to see who you are and what I've done for you and what I'm about to do for you. And through you, I will do this. But we first have to come into this marriage agreement, this marriage contract, this covenant that we're going to make with each other. In Exodus 20, verse 18, this is what we see, the start of this contract to be made. All of the people saw the thunder. Notice this. They saw the thunder. Can you see thunder? Now again, if you read in the original, that is fire. So there was fire, the lightning flashes, the mountain smoking, the people trembling. Now I would have been trembling as well, because nobody was allowed to come near, but they saw that what Moses was about to enter into. That must have been a scary time for the people to see their leader, the one who delivered them, now entering into this cloud of smoke and fire and thunder and lightning. You see, in the Jewish tradition, Mount Sinai was seen as God's preparation for a marriage contract to be made between him and the people that he delivered, his people, his chosen people, and it's called the Ten Commandments. And again, this is seen, now again, Jewish people draw up a contract, and it's called the ketubah. Sounds like a instrument of sorts, not so, but it's called a ketubah, a marriage contract, declaring no longer are they slaves, but now are they free. And so being free, they need to learn how to serve God. They need to learn how to act as his bride. And so if you're going to read through the Ten Commandments, God is saying, this is how I want you to treat one another. You were slaves once, but now you're no longer slaves, and you're not going to act like slaves. And I'm going to give you these 10 ketubahs, this contract. Don't break the contract. If you break it, then you break a relationship with me. And so again, we see how Israel now opens their lives to this contract. You see, God's first part of the contract, no more foreign gods. Go and look at that. It says you've got to stop foreign gods. You've come out of a nation who hung around foreign gods. I do not want you to be among foreign gods. And of course, what happens? Moses comes down from receiving the contract, and the first thing that he finds them doing is this, exactly, worshiping a foreign god, making a calf. Crazy to see that he breaks the agreement. He breaks the contract. He says, I cannot allow you to enter into the contract with God, because already you've broken the first contract God has set before you. And we know that 3,000 souls perish. But on the day of Pentecost, we see the same picture, the ketubah taking place, a marriage contract, the church, the bride of Christ playing out. Now, Holy Spirit comes and fills them with tongues of fire and the voice of God ready to be spoken. The tongues of fire being the voice of God, and they go onto the streets, and 3,000 souls come to know Jesus Christ. You see, Pentecost was the celebration of Jubilee. Pentecost means 50. And every 50 years, what did they do? They forgave. And this is what Jesus was saying to them. Now that you have Holy Spirit, you can go onto the streets and forgive those who crucified me. Forgive them and tell them of the good news. Tell them of that what I've come to do. Tell them that I've come to set them free. And we know that 3,000 souls come to know Jesus. Now, bread is used during that time, and that's a whole new story. But it's only on that feast, that feast of Pentecost, we see that leaven is allowed in the loaf. And when they break the loaf, you know what they do? The priest takes and he covers it with oil. What are we doing? In our sin, we have found our righteousness. We come to him. Now no longer sinners. Now we have the fullness of the Holy Spirit dwelling inside of us. The tongues of fire, the voice of God, carried by Holy Spirit, spoke all the languages of the nations. And we today still carry the message of the good news of the finished work of the cross of Calvary. So come on, why not spread that good news among those of your friends and your family, that Jesus has paid the price for them in full.